Hello, and my name is Amelia Smith, and I'm so excited to share my thematic unit with you all today. And my thematic unit is called the Empathy Project. It is a unit that's designed to incorporate English language arts standards in the area of reading, literature, and speaking and listening, and also the writing standards. It is comprised of 6 weekly lesson plans, and those lesson plans also have assessments with a unit rubric that goes along with it. If you look over here on the left-hand side, I have some different tabs that will help you navigating the unit. So if you click on the first tab here, it says Meet the Teacher, and it's just a brief introduction on me. I'm an intervention specialist. This will be my 4th year working as an intervention specialist, and this unit was designed with something that I care a lot about, and that is teaching social emotional skills to students. And so I've designed this unit to incorporate that with their academic studies as well as digital tools. The next tab I have to share with you is on the lesson plans. And again, as I said, this is comprised of 6 weekly lesson plans. Each of these weeklies have a short description up here above. And then if you click on the actual lesson plan below, you can pull that up. And then inside each of these lesson plans, it will go through and list each individual standard that is being covered. It'll go over the measurable goals, any materials that are needed, and then specific procedures. For this one, it's just starts with an introduction, and that introduction also goes into one of my first digital tools, which is TED Ed lesson. So if you would click on the link within the lesson, that will take you directly to it. And then you can utilize the lesson. It has this great where you would watch first. You go through the Think tab, which then will take you through 3 open-ended questions. A Dig Deeper tab, which helps you research more about Treacher-Collins syndrome, which is related to the book that we're using to study empathy with. And then in the end, it also ends with a discussion forum. Then we'll go back here and we will continue on with our exploration of the unit. So then, again, if you click on each lesson plan, you'll notice that the links are provided to all the digital tools. So if you click on them, again, this one, it's important to note that it links to a Google Slides that the students will be using to create an online journal. And this is one that I created just as an example to show the students. So they would start with their journal, and then when we would use the Daily Wonder app, I'll be using the Daily Wonder app on my iPad, but it is not available if you do not have access to the iPad, or if you can also, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can email those out to your students either, and then they can input them into their journals, or you can also use the 365 Days of Wonder book, which comes full of precepts as well. So go back here. I did miss one tool, and in all of the lessons I have links to learningally.org. This is a great app that I use for many of my students as an intervention specialist to give them access to texts online, and they use those a lot of times to track along while we're reading, but I like to use it universally to bring my kids comfort in using that app for themselves within their classroom. I'm going to go back and review on my lesson 1 real quick. I remembered there's another tool in there that I'm planning on using, which is called ePals, which is I'm pretty excited to use. I have an example of the profile I created, but I'll be creating it. If you click this, it'll take you to the tab as well. But it's an online learning community where you can collaborate with students throughout the United States as well as around the world. And then also within each of these weekly lessons, is there a response, which one of the digital tools that I'll be using for response is Flipgrid, which is a really fun option for a digital tool, especially again as an intervention specialist. Has a lot of positive, because they have the option of using a voice video response or a text response. So it gives them that option that sometimes you're wondering how you're going to give them that option to give verbal responses. Well, it's built right into this app. And then also to note on the Read Aloud, there's links in here to some wonderful online resources that go ahead and offer students visuals that are referenced in the book, as well as some text. So if you use those, you can use those along with the Read Aloud to aid in comprehension. So again, they all run in the same format. Just be sure when you look there, you can click on. Some of these do require you to create an account. Therefore, if you click on it, you're going to have to create an account to access it. The other one is for the project that students will be collaborating on for their own empathy project. And they'll be utilizing a great digital resource called Stormboard. And this is a great tool that allows them to create brainstorms and planning online, where they can, if by clicking on the screen, they can add a post-it. It's kind of fun then if they each choose a different color, they can have their post-its be their own color to track who's saying what. So again, this is just the lesson plans. All of them are included down here. If you click on them, they have active links in them if you click on them. The next tab we have is our assessments. All assessments are built in to the work, but I have included them in case you need them to create your own. So if you click on them, this one just has the questions that I built in, as well as the discussion response that I built into my TED Ed. And then all discussion questions that I've used in the Flipgrid are here. And then this is the final unit rubric that goes through all the grading and scales for the completed project. The next tab covers all of the standards that are included in the unit, a comprehensive list. You can go through that. All of them are also included at the bottom for you if you'd like to take a look. The next tab discuss all the technologies that are used. So I did use Google Sites to create this website. The Screencast-O-Matic I'm using to make this. I chose not to use the YouTube, but I did use YouTube to incorporate the book trailer for the TED Ed. I also have Google Drive for sharing information, and then the Flipgrid, the Google Slides, Stormboard, Learning Ally, ePals, and the Daily Wonder app. All of those links are available within the lesson plans. The next tab is for a peer review survey and a reflection and implementation of the plan. So I hope you'll enjoy taking a closer look at my empathy project using the book Wonder, and enjoy it, teaching it as much as I have created.